All right, what's up? Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we are live. Oh my gosh. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Wiley Show. We got some topics to get into. I don't want to delay it because this is on my mind to just talk about this subject with these two queens, Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. I want to talk about them first, and then we go on the rest of the docket. But Lil Kim, she was live and she said that her memoir, the Lil Kim story, Queen Bee story, the pre-sales have outsold the Bible. Okay, have outsold the Bible. And she said, I'm gonna write a letter and have outsold. And some of the Beehive people are saying that her book is outselling Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2. Now, I got to say this, and I don't want people to get harmed because I take up for Lil Kim for a lot. For years, I've done it. I stood in the line to see her perform live, but I know a lie when I see a lie. When Lil Kim, when she deliver news, when her stuff ain't together, she lie, and she do it so sweet and so nice and so adorable that you don't catch the lie. Now, out of all the things that she could have said, she didn't bag it up with a receipt. Now, everybody is waiting on this book to drop. I don't know why I have not dropped. I've been waiting. I've had it on pre-sale forever. Okay, going on 2 years, the book ain't came out. But I don't believe it because this same woman said that she sold over 1 million copies with her mixtape on PayPal, and then PayPal had to come out and say they don't give numbers on how much an item have sold on PayPal. Now, when she said that, I was offended because why are you bringing the Bible into this? You understand what I'm saying? Because this book, you have not outsold the Bible. Amen. I have in my hand a book that have been written by the prophets and by thousands of years ago. Okay. And so she have not outsold this book. So she just gone here on with that lie. Okay. And I'm not even gonna let that lie breathe. I'm gonna step on that lie and throw it back in the garbage where it came from. Because don't lie on this Bible and say that you outsold your book that they haven't even dropped yet. It outsold the Bible. And no, it didn't. Stop that line. You need to repent for that lie. Go on and repent. Okay. I don't understand that. Go on and repent. And my thing is, I want to say to Lil Kim on this beautiful Sunday, and I want you all to send this to Lil Kim and tag her in it because ain't nobody pretty much talking about her today. And so I want to make sure I say it on Sunday. Lil Kim business is in a disarray. And I'm going to break it down to, yes, she do her performance and stuff like that, but her business dealing has been terrible. Whoever is her manager, whoever is working behind the scenes, she need to fire them. And I've been saying this for a long time. Lil Kim, the behind the scene people, you need a new regime of people to work with your business because it's in a disarray. Whoever negotiated that book deal should have had a release date. She should have went on tour about it. She should have done speaking engagement about it. The book should have dropped. I mean, we should be talking about a biopic that's on WeTV or TV1 or something. Look him, the people that's behind her, maybe she don't have enough money to pay top-notch talent, but she needs some people to work behind the scenes to take her to the next level because it is insane that her book have not dropped. Her book was supposed to come out a year ago. Okay. And so this is a story to tell what's going on now. I'm going to read the book because I hope that she talk about the plastic surgery. I hope that she talk about the shift in her look. If she's not vulnerable to talk about the elephant in the room, then I don't want to read it. Then it's not true. It's not authentic. But if she really go there and pull those layers back and share things that typically we don't know, and what was her mindset and give us behind the scene information, typically that we heard rumors and chatter in the streets. I want to know, is she really going to reach down and talk about the situation now when it comes to, because her and Nicki Minaj both, and that is a chapter, I put them both on the screen here because that's a chapter as well of you, that beef is so iconic. That's a part of your legacy when one new person came on the scene and how you was shaken about that. So I want her, I hope that is in the book as well. I hope it's not a book of her just sticking so much in the 90s and the glory days. I want to tell the full story all the way up to now. But I definitely believe that I think Lil Kim definitely need a new management team. She definitely need Freight Gaspin or whoever that does talent of stage presence. Like, she need a new team because who the people she have now is terrible. I'm gonna tell it again, it's terrible. And it's just not making sense. And I said the same thing about Nicki at one point, and she listened to my advice and she got it together because this is terrible. She need a new team. All these 90s artists need to study Usher. And let me tell you why I use Usher in this example, because Usher started with Lil Kim. She come from that generation of those 90s artists. Whoever, they need to look at Usher, because Usher, for every generation or every decade, was able to stay relevant in the music industry. He started in the 90s, and now he's more relevant now than he was back when he started. He's more, so I think that the people that is working with Usher, he can't do it by himself. There's people behind him that negotiated the deal for Vegas. There's people behind him that negotiated that deal for him to do the halftime show for the NFL. So again, I just think that for Lil Kim, she should be calling Usher people and be like, who's working with Usher? And let's see if we can get those people to help me, because I'm at a standstill. I'm shaking. I'm hurting in a sense. Every time they're talking about me, they're roasting me, they're dragging me and everything. It's just like they're not honoring me. I need to get some people that's gonna help take my career to the next level. Even Nicki Minaj had to go through a regime change because she was getting kind of stale. And so she had to get new people to work behind her, because typically your team, sometimes they were good in the 90s, but the industry have changed. Now you got AI, now you got technology, now you got social media, now you have so many algorithms, now you have so many ways. So if you don't have a team that know how to navigate this new industry, you have a losing team. And typically, a lot of these artists have to understand. I said the same thing about Brandy. I said the same thing about all these 90s artists, that they get stuck back what worked back 30 years ago. We're not 30 years ago. We're in 2023, meaning that you have to have a TikTok presence, meaning that you have to have an Instagram, meaning that you have to get caught on to the podcast and understand it. At the time, let me drink a little bit of this coffee because I'm going to teach. Back in the day, you had ways where you were still meeting your fans. They would have to see you at the record store, or you go on tour, or you understand what I'm saying, or a meet and greet, or would you meet your audience and all of that. But now it is the fans, this type of industry, they want to feel like, I know my artist. I want to get to be in my artist business. And that's something that Nicki have. And let me break it down too, because I want y'all to send this to Lil Kim. Send it to her so she can see this. Nicki understand that she kept that up when she started on MySpace, when she did the mixtape days, when she stayed hip to the streets. Now, okay, we're not in the streets anymore. We on the social media streets in a sense. So she still keep that. Let me talk to my fans. All fans, what do y'all want? I got a new record. Like, I like that connection. And that's something that Kim needs to do with her fans. Like, she don't talk to her fans on social media. She don't go live on social media, because I think deep down she know that the plastic surgery is a bit much of a reach. But F that, talk about that, and that helps you to grow and make people say, okay, I'm really effing with Lil Kim, to show your personality, because Lil Kim do have a personality that I think people need to see. She have a very nice personality, great personality. I just think that she's just lazy, that she just want to get the booking, get the bag, but you can also get a bag on social media as well. And then also long term, that will help whatever project you drop. Oh, okay, I know about Kim. She's more relevant because she's on social media. And that's why I believe Nicki she is at the forefront of this as well, because she keeps up with it. She's on Twitter, she do hashtags, she do polls, because that's the new way to promote your music. But she also got that traditional aspect. Okay, let me do a magazine, let me do the Vogue. Okay, and it's selling really well. So you got to have that old school type of marketing and also the new school, because you have to use social media. Social media is very powerful tool to help push it, especially when you're talking about streaming. And so I think that's the headache with Kim, is that she do have some good things. Like her album was great. Compared to all the other albums I've heard from other female artists, but the laziness in the marketing, she didn't do enough for social media. Your social media thing got to be on point, and Kim, she struggles with that. And because when she was talking, she wasn't even on her, I believe, her Instagram page. From my understanding, she was on her team page or somebody else. And if she was on her page, she don't keep it up on her page. So like, it's like you gotta keep, and she will get more followers. I'm telling you, Kim should at least have about 20 million followers, because of her catalog, her personality, the things that she do. Is so much that Kim can do. I just feel like she's not maximizing her presence on social media. She's not. And that can be a way of her making more money, putting her on people radar, or more people radar that can do more booking and more shows and more fashion stuff. I just think that she need to do a show. Like, it should be Kim doing a show, My Hottest Fashions. What was like going to your fans and going on Instagram talking about, or go on a video, you talking about like you're coming up, and like on YouTube, like you have a book coming out, like go on YouTube and talk about your story, and just talk about your upbringing, talk about other artists, and talk about your thing of being in the studio behind the scenes. This is the thing that we need to see of Kim. But when she came out and she lied on this Bible, I got to correct her on it. She need to repent. Because don't lie on the book. Don't lie on the book and say it's doing better than the Bible, because it's not. It's not. People still talking about this word and still buying this word. Okay, that book ain't gonna change. You know what did one on the cross, right? Your book did not pardon the Red Sea. Okay, your book. Come on now. Did not dry up the woman with the issue of blood. So don't try to compare your memoir of being a bee to the book of life. Don't you try it. Don't you try it, lady. Don't you try that. With love. I'm gonna say that with love. With love. But because she tried to come against this book and said that her book is doing better than this book, is a whole lie. And she couldn't even lie straight. And then, because when she said in the video, I want y'all to go to the video and like Google it, go on your Instagram. She was like, okay, I'm gonna write a letter, you guys, and give y'all update about the book. And it's outselling the priest more than the Bible. You lying right there. Why would she have to say something like that? It was a whole lie. Okay. Now, if she had receipts to back it up, I'm like, okay, but she didn't have no receipts. I'm just not going to take her word for it. I'm just not. Okay. And I think that she should do it. I think that she should go live. I think that she should do it. And don't be afraid of the trolls, because the trolls help push you in the algorithm. Don't be afraid of that. Don't get me wrong, I love Kim. I was one of the ones that bought her album 9. I purchased her album. I didn't go to the store and buy it because it wasn't in the store. It was on iTunes. Let's stop playing with me. So I purchased 9, and it was some great records on 9. One particular song on that album was Pray For Me. It was a video that they recorded, never came out, because Lil Kim business is in a disarray. It's out of order. It's out of whack. It's not connected well. Just like she did a remix with Megan Thee Stallion, and it wasn't even cleared, and she put it out there, and they took it down because she didn't have clearance to do it. Her business is out of order. Like, this woman actually did that. I just don't understand the business of Lil Kim. Like, I don't understand. Whoever is behind her working with her need to be let go. She need to clean up and get new people installed to do it. I'm just going to tell you, she need new people installed to keep her up, because she shouldn't be so far behind when it comes to presence, because of her. She don't have a good team behind her. and it is what it is. I got to tell you that. Like, she do have a good booker that booking shows, like whatever, keep her to eat. But I'm talking about like the marketing strategy. That marketing team of Kim need to be fired. Maybe she's doing it herself, but she needs somebody to help her, right? Because, like, come on now. And then Kim needs to do interviews. Like, I've reached out to Kim for years. Like, you need to do interviews with YouTubers. Like, people need to see that you in person. We don't need to see you going on Angie Martinez or the Breakfast Club and all of that, which is great. That's fine. But we need to see you in the streets. We need to see you on YouTube. We need to see you on Station Head. We need to see you, well, at Radio Shutdown. We need to see you on The Wiley Show. And the reason why I say you need to be on The Wiley Show is because I think it will be great. I think it would be an honor. I think it would show the industry. Oh my gosh, Kim is great. Like, she's so personal. Like, she is just, oh my gosh, she's just a regular person, and she's so cool. Like, I'm gonna really buy some more of her records, because a lot of people, they don't know that this woman is still out here performing. Mm-hmm. Like, they get stuck in their ways, but you got to have the social media. I would tell you, like, it was a person, even for me, I have to understand, because a lot of things I don't know. So I was at home, and it was my niece. People said, well, how did you get on TikTok? Who got you on TikTok? It was my niece that got me on TikTok, because she started posting so much about TikTok and talking about TikTok or whatever. I said, hey, I will do TikTok. So I'm still learning that, and I do that. And stuff like that. Then I ran into someone, one of my mentors. She called, she said, Wiley, you need to post more on your Facebook page. I said, okay, whatever. And she said, I think you need to do it. It would be great. So I listened to this lady advice, and I started posting, and then I did a video, and then I started checking the ratings on Facebook. I just check it regular, just doing it. And then we did one video. This one recent video we did just got like 70,000 hits on Facebook. And this is great for the Wiley Show, and it's an honor. And I show people, like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Then we did another video, did a 275,000 views. So, but if I never was around a person that put me onto that, I would never done it. So I thank God for having those type of people. Didn't pay them, they just good relationships. And she called me. She said, hey, you need to do Facebook. You need to write the reels and blah, blah, blah. And I start doing it. And it's great. And we monetize over there. So I just think that if you want to stay ahead of the game, you have to research, and you have to get people around you. And Kim, this is Lil Kim. We're talking about a person. This is an icon in this music industry. So it won't be hard for her to get social media experts that are coming out of college, that have that skill, that is hungry, that is talented, that will love to work with Kim. Because if Kim succeed, then they will be put on the map. Because then people, the industry, this is how the industry is. Who work? Oh, Wiley. Oh, brother Bob did that. Okay, let me book him too. That's what everybody will rush. So I just think that she can get that for her career, because everybody, we know what they're going to say about her, but that goes out the window once we see more about her and her talent, her skills and stuff like that. Because let's be clear, Kim definitely need to do a show about women that's incarcerated and coming out of prison, and all that. She needs to do a show about that, host a show about that. I think Kim also should be a one when they do musical shows. I remember back in the day, they did a rap musical show, a competition show, and they didn't let Kim be a host. Like, Kim need to be a host on those type of shows. Her management need to leverage that. Like, no, Kim need to be a host. She need to be sitting right beside Cardi B and the other judges, and she need to be a host, because this is her. She is a part of hip hop, everything. Like, she's a part of this, so she need to be a part of this because she has so much success. I just think that it's her team that is not leveraging that. Is leveraging that enough. And I think that she needs to do it. Even I said the same thing about Brandy. Brandy does great, and Brandy, I think that the reason why I think Ray J is getting more name recognition than Brandy when it can quote, I'm talking about social media, is because Ray J understand the social media phenomenon, the impact of it. Because before that, he was known as Brandy little brother. And so then when Kim started working with him, solidified him in the industry. And Ray J took that, and he just took that of learning how to use social media to promote him. I just think that Kim need to continue get people behind her to push her to the atmosphere when it comes to social media. And the reason why I put Kim name in the title with Nicki is because I want both fan bases to see this. I'm hearing rumors, and hopefully the rumors are true, because this will really push Nicki Minaj to the next level, as well as Kim, if they do a song together. I'm hearing rumors that they have a song together and it's gonna be on her album. It's a rumor. But if the rumor is true, it's so iconic because number one, that creates conversation. That creates conversation on the radio, on podcasts, with the fans. It creates conversation. The promo of that, how iconic is that? Everybody's going to be hearing about Kim. Everybody's going to be hearing about Nicki bars. They're going to be comparing it, who did the best. It just will help the entire industry. It will be something different. But then again, I just hope that it is true. I don't necessarily, and I understand, I see your point. Somebody say it could be Remy Ma. I think Remy Ma's of that. I don't necessarily want to hear a Remy Ma thing. I want to hear it with Kim. I don't want to hear it with the Remy Ma, which is great. Congratulations. But what we truly want to hear is the Kim, because I've heard rumors about the Kim. I've heard rumors about the Kim. You know, I've heard rumors. I just said this was rumor. We won't know until the album come out, because rumor had, Nicki Minaj came out and she did it. And then the last time y'all talked me out my rumor, because I told y'all before that Nicki changed her album date. And y'all know they did, no, they didn't. I seen it somewhere, and she came out and she changed it, right? So I heard rumors, because I talked to people, I've heard rumors. So hopefully the rumors is true. Okay, so hopefully the rumor is true, and let it be with Kim, let it be with Remy, and let it be with anybody. I hope it's true. If it is true, I hope it is. But I just think Kim can do so much. It's like the anniversary of hardcore, like especially with her hardcore album, because it's so iconic. Whenever the anniversary of that album happened, she needs to do a show about that, a live about that, and talk about that. And I think that she needs to do a live, and somebody need to ask Kim questions about the Sexy Reds and the Kayas, because I need to hear Lil Kim response about that, about Sexy Red, and what's her thoughts, because then you can compare her lyrics versus Sexy Red lyrics and her impact and all of that. I just think like it's so much that we can do for Lil Kim, that if her team would just do it, it would be great. I will never forget, I sat on this show and I told Cardi B, these people watch the Wiley Show, I don't care what y'all say. And Cardi B recently did a video. She recently did a video, and she said this on the video. Give me 1 second. She recently just said this on the video. Give me 1 second. Listen to what Cardi B said.
Really private. But I don't know. Maybe I should just, I don't know. Maybe I should put a little something out before the year ends. It depends though, because, would y'all mind if I just do like a video? I don't know. If I do a music video, like just probably in my kitchen, because I just, I don't really have nothing planned for right now. I don't know. I'll think about it by the end of the day. I don't know. I love ya. Bye.
Okay. So you hear that. And Cardi B got the team and she got all the people and blah, blah, blah. But what Cardi B have self-doubt. She doubts herself. Oh, she get nervous. She doubts herself. She doubts herself. And I go on and on and on about that, because I told that heifer, I said, release a surprise project. It will win. But all this, I should do it. I could do it in the kitchen. It's stupid. Release a surprise project. I just don't understand it. You will win if it's a surprise. It's a shock. And just do it. Like, it's just stupid what she's talking about. Like, that gets me when she does that Twitter space. I don't know. I should just do a video in my kitchen. I don't know. Because, like, girl, drop it. Because just drop it. This is a season of female rappers. We want to see more of that. The same, I want to see some more of Kim. I just feel like for Kim, at least I can give her credit for when she performed. She performed like Michael Jackson. She performed like she tried to do a little stuff like but it's like low budget sense, because you can tell like she don't have no investments. Like it's very low budget. She's funding it herself, and you can tell it's limited. But at least she have the heart to do it. I just think that she need the investment, and I think that she need the right team around her. And I just think that for whatever reason, why she's not on a reality show, why she's not doing nothing on Zeus. I don't get it. I think that she needs something on Zeus. And the reason why I say that is because it's to be different. And I think that it would be an honor to see more of her. But the stuff that I do see of her, she always talking about she outselling something. And we looking like, girl, okay, where is that? Because it outsold the Bible, right? The pre-sales, right? Okay, where's what album? I'm so tired of pre-sales. Just drop it. We've been pre-selling forever. Come on, just release it. Because I had it like the pre-sale. I've done the pre-sale. I already have it. But I'm waiting on the project to drop. I just don't understand, because the book will sell, but you can't be lazy. The book will sell. If you market it and strategy and really put it out there and lay it out, it will sell. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just giving my opinion because I'm a commentator. But do I believe that Lil Kim new book that's that's coming out whenever, it did not do better than the Bible? It's not better than the Bible. Okay, it's not better than the Bible. She could just stop. She could just stop all of that. And the thing that like him, like Nicki, and this is why I love competition. I love competition a lot because it keeps the audience. Y'all have a chance. Y'all would have never gotten an album, I think, again from Nicki if it wasn't for the success of Cardi. I don't think we ever would have got another project from Nicki. I think Nicki would have just moved on to other things or whatever. She tried to do acting that really didn't work or whatever. And she saw the success of Cardi, and I guess Cardi did not pay her homage enough. And I think that Nicki is just showing that, okay, I got to outdo this. That's why we're getting it. I think if Cardi didn't succeed, if nobody succeeded or whatever, Nicki wouldn't even care. She would have some more babies and blah, blah, blah. But I think she's doing it because of the success of Cardi, and everybody else is an add-on. But Cardi is that one because she came in winning the Grammys. She had the #1 hits, everything. That's the reason. And that's the reason why Nicki is doing it. And she's trying to do so much, trying to make it so iconic because she know that Cardi is working on something. And she understands this. And this is why she's doing Pink Friday too. Okay, Barbs, let's do pre-sales. Let's do pre-sales. Let's do limited amount. Limited mean I'm going to put a little on there because I want the demand to be so rushed. Okay, let's do Vogue. Or I'm going to talk about when I was addicted to Percocet. Like, she's really, really feeling the pressure because of the competition. If there was no competition, she would have got lazy. Kim got lazy. There wasn't really no competition. But then she went on to jail. Nicki came out. Lil Kim got lost. Okay? But she feeling that pressure. I can tell you, she's feeling that pressure, and she's doing it. She's feeling that pressure. And so, which is great because the fans get to win at the end. Now, a person would say, I don't think she's threatened. I said she's feeling the pressure. I never said threatened, but she's feeling the pressure. She's feeling that pressure. She saw that she's losing her grip in the industry, but that helps her because when you have new competition, it helps you. Like, you see it, and when she performed and she got on the American, on the AMAs, and she was like, you look to her, but you have to look to me. Like, she was angry. She was letting her peers have it. Like, whatever. I'm not going to introduce you. I am Nicki. Like, you saw that, and you're getting that Nicki, that rough part of Nicki back because she's feeling the pressure. She's feeling the disrespect. And she was like, no, you don't look up to her. You look up to me. Like, she's feeling that pressure, and she's doing it, and she's calculating to making sure the album going to come out where she's just dropping only, right? So it can go #1. She understands I'm not about to, she knows she have lost the Drake relationship. Drake do not really F with her like that. It's secretly like he have distance himself from her a little bit. She can't pull her weight with the Drake. So I'm clocking it. And so we will see. We will see how this album would go. I think it would sell because one thing about her audience, they have been trained that we have to make her go number one because we have to beat Cardi. That's it. We have to beat Cardi. We have to be even the blogs that post to uplift Nicki. They post Cardi just to embarrass her. They understand the pressure. They understand it. Like one point, nobody was thinking about the Grammys. They hated the Grammys, whatever. Now I think that Nicki Minaj got nominated for a Grammy. Okay, she may win this because there wasn't no competition for her to be snubbed. So we shall see. I think this is the time of it, and we shall see. She should get it, and congratulations. It took a years to do it, but she feeling the pressure. I don't care what nobody say. She's feeling the pressure, and I get it, and I'm glad she's feeling the pressure because that make her work for it. The problem is they make her work for it. You got to work for it, and that's what Nicki Minaj is doing. Now she's going to go on a world tour. And then now Cardi is a reverse now. Cardi's feeling the pressure because she's losing her grip. She's losing her grip. And you see it with her. She have her hair. She have her whip shots. Yes, you're making your money. Nobody ever said Cardi B ain't making her money. When we're talking about the industry, Cardi have lost her grip. And oh my gosh. Oh, I should do this. Like she's doubting herself. Because she knows she have lost her grip, right? It's not without a doubt. That's what she's going through mentally. She knows she have lost her grip. Can she get it back? Yes. It's all about, are you hungry enough to want it back? That's the key. If you're going to be lazy, then you're going to continue to lose it. Because like Nicki, she's on message. She's on message, Pink Friday 2, pre-sales, doing polls, and she's also trolling. Like, hey, Offset, because he said he wanted to be like Michael Jackson. She posted an ugly picture of Michael because social media. Look, Kim, I want you to study this. She's still using social media to troll, and I'm going to still promote my music. But I'm going to still troll my enemies. Y'all the ops. Y'all are trash. I'm going to still troll y'all. But yet, I'm going to still promote Pink Friday 2. I'm going to do it at the same time. I just think Cardi B people need to study Nicki. Like they need to study the way how she do it and the way how she moved on her social media thing. So we shall see. And when this album come out, you're going to see more of Nicki. You're going to see more of Nicki. You're going to see more of that. You're going to see more of her and of her presence. And she's going to use the relationship because now the industry now, okay, we're going to F with Nicki because Nicki have something. Nicki have that audience. Nicki greatest gift is her audience. Her audience, her fans is her greatest gift, and she know it. And that's why they still will deal with Nicki. She understands it because her fan base, they love her because Nicki never abandoned her fans. She never abandoned her fans. She always been there for them, for their fans. So, and she's watching Cardi. They're watching each other. They're watching each other. And she's glad that Cardi B is struggling. She's glad that Cardi B is crying. She's happy about that. She's happy about that. And I just think that Cardi B is still lazy at the same time because she's just lazy. She's lazy because she's making her money. I don't have to work as hard in the music industry because I make more money with my whip shots. She's making money. The lady ain't broke at all. But she think that, but you can't, if you neglect something, something's going to crumble. So you neglected the music part because you focus more so on your entrepreneur part. But then now you still want that music. You still want to be known as the top B. But what you gonna do? You gotta bring in that energy because as you can see, there's other women want the spot, getting the spot. You see Sexy Red pregnant, and she pregnant, whirling around, okay, looking like a swollen pretzel, and she definitely doing it. I just think that she does do it, and Cardi cares about it. It keeps her up at night, and she talk about it. She care. If you're talking about something, you care about it. If you don't care, you ain't gonna never mention. You care about it. What up, Cadero? I see you in the chat. You care about it. So she cares about it. And I also think about Lil Kim. She cares about things too. But Lil Kim is old and stuck in her ways. It's hard to get old people to change. It's really hard. So she's old, stuck in her ways. And so that's why she's struggling. Because she always stuck in her ways. You got to look at Mary J. Blige. And this is the thing about Kim. Can I say it? I'm teaching a little bit. Because Kim and Mary J. is very close friends, right? And Mary J. was able to still keep up being relevant like she was in the 90s. People coming up in the game know who Mary J. Blige is because her team know how to keep her relevant. I don't understand, Kim, when you on the phone with these people. Hey, girl, can I work with your team to keep me relevant? Because Kim is not as relevant like she was because she have a lazy team or no team at all, right? I just personally want to say that. I know I'm gonna make a couple of Kim fans upset, but that's just my point of view. But her team is like, you on the phone with Mary, okay? You on the phone with Mary J. Blige. You ain't talking about her team. She just on the Super Bowl. Y'all ain't talking about that at all. Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that at all. Lil Kim is very close friends with Missy Elliott. You mean to tell me Missy Elliott can't produce records? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I just really, really don't get it. Who was able to broker that deal with Mary J. Blige on the Super Bowl? That person needs to be working with Kim. There's people behind the scenes that's brokering these deals that we do not see. See, the thing about it is like people, they run and they want to be so much up on in front of the scenes, right? But the behind the scenes people, where they at? The behind the scenes people is what happened. I remember I saw something on my Facebook page, and they were saying Stedman, get somebody like Stedman, he play his cards right, and he keeps quiet, and he got him an Oprah. Like, but that, when I saw that post and I read the comments, I'm like, wait a minute. You don't know Stedman had money before he met Oprah. And Stedman actually helped Oprah behind the scenes how to leverage business dealing because Stedman is a behind the scenes man. But when you look at it, people think, oh, he was broke, he ain't got no money. No. Stedman got millions of dollars. You better Google his net worth. I just think that when it comes to Kim, you got to have those good behind the scenes people. A lot of the dudes didn't really help Kim. They was leechers. They wanted to be with her just to grow in the business. Okay? That's what I had to understand. That's how that goes. Tiffany said, y'all got to realize he gets views by dragging Nicki. Whether I get views of dragging her, of lifting her, it's my voice. It's my voice, Tiffany. I worked hard for my voice. My ancestors worked hard for me to have my opinion. Last time I checked, Miss Tiffany Smith, your name is Miss Tiffany Smith, correct? We in America, freedom of speech. I have a right to express my artistry. Whether I uplift her or criticize her, it's my right. All right? Just like it's your right to disagree with it. Now, do I get views when I criticize Nicki Minaj? Yes. I get views because I'm telling my truth about it. Hello. And I don't take down any of the videos. But right now, this is not a dragging point for me to drag Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj is doing something great. I don't see the dragging part. Only part that I could have said something to drag her is that she didn't want to compete with other rappers. She didn't want to compete with Wayne. But you're supposed to be the queen. F Wayne. Like, he helped you, whatever, but you drop yours, drop it. Let's just see if I really can do it, right? But no, she pushed the album another way. But that was disrespectful to Nicki, and because Wayne could have changed. Why he couldn't change his date? But anyway, I just look at this stuff. I just look at it and it's like, oh, I really can go in on it, but then I don't want to get the barbs upset. But I just look at it like these people really don't care nothing about Nicki Minaj at all. I just think they have moved on. But because he had his, he didn't change his, she changed it. And so I think the new date is in December on her birthday. Let's hope that she keep that the same. Now, that could all change, Cardi B, if you really want the crown. Why don't you just drop your album on her birthday? I'm just saying. I'm just saying because I stop all the BS. We want to see, and that's when we know who truly the real queen is. Like, Sexy Red is great, but we're going to see how good she is. Let's see who's going to buy her records. Let's see if she can headline her own tour and gross home, not doing it with somebody else that she had on her own tour. And let's see, can she sell records? Let's see, can she sell albums? And so Nicki Minaj is proving the world that, hey, I can still sell records. So we shall see. And look, Kim, the reason why she have failed and flopped It's because she didn't do enough. It's like, I just want to release a project. No, you got to work with your fans. You need to go on a tour to remind your fans who you are. You need to be doing meet and greets with your fans because, again, Lil Kim, we gotta get back to knowing you again. I understand that because you're not that sensitive. Like, come on, this is business. This is business. Come on with all this is come on all that. They said she had cancer and they had everything. I understand whatever it is, but throw that out the window. This is business. See, y'all be so caught up into that thing. This is business. Yes, you independent, but you still supposed to have a social media presence that will help you with your independence. Come on, somebody. Like, that does not have that excuse. Oh, you independent. She got a Twitter. She got an Instagram. Now she finally moved over to TikTok and haven't released no new videos since. It's like, I just don't understand. That's just laziness. That's just laziness because she do have a TikTok. She do have an Instagram. She watching what stuff that's going on. Baby, come on and post. The same thing that Nicki Minaj watch and post. I dragged Nicki Minaj, did great views and everything, did great views, breaking record views, right, for the Wiley Show, and it was good business because and the reason why people watched it, number one, because I kept it real. I kept it real, and the eye was just the icing on the cake, okay? But I kept it real. I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Did what I had to do. And then people were saying, due to my opinion, and it was great. And then people were mad and upset at Wiley. They were tagging me on Twitter. They were dragging me on Twitter, comparing me with people, all because you underestimated Wiley. You didn't think Wiley knew how to get an audience and grow and all that type of stuff. We did it, and we continue to do it. And it's shocking people. They're looking. I've had multiple bloggers. They look at our Twitter and they look at our Instagram story and they just be watching. They don't say happy birthday. They don't say how you doing. They just be sitting there lurking. Well, keep lurking, baby, because you underestimated Wiley because you thought I was stupid. Didn't think I didn't understand how this game works. You think I'm stupid? Keep thinking that, dummy. All right. And it's saying, because look, Kim, you're not stupid. Now you look a little bit of it was sad of your new look, but you still got the personality. The personality don't got no plastic surgery. The personality is still the same personality. It's the same Kimberly. I just think that the face thing is something, but your personality is still great. And then I heard a person that said she's really not that bad. It's just the pictures that make her look bad. That's what somebody said. Now, sometimes she do good with the makeup. She need to keep that same team. And then she be trying to get a new team. No, baby. If you get somebody that can master and really beat your face and master it correctly, that should be the team that you should keep. Period. You don't need to keep trying to get about 5 or 10 different makeup teams. No. Whatever team that made you look good, keep that team. And then you keep that team because they know about your face. They know how to hide your flaws and everything. You know what I'm saying? And how to make sure to get your best features to be on film. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just saying because you got to understand that. Period. And I think that I'm reading y'all comments here, but it's the truth. And I just think that she need to keep her same team that does her makeup. I'm just letting y'all know. And y'all upset at me because I'm talking. Okay, it's my point of view of what I think. And then when I was covering Lil Kim and Nicki and Cardi, I was getting DMs of people comparing me with other people. There are only one Wiley. They were comparing me, making me feel bad, and I had to stop the noise, and I kept doing the work. I kept posting, I kept tagging, I kept posting and all of that. And then I saw some female rappers. One particular rapper reached out to us. I'm not gonna say the name. Reached out to, hey man, you is Negro, you is funny. Like, because I know I'm funny. I'm glad that you know that. But is I'm funny enough for you to come on the show? Crickets. So I just okay. I know I'm funny. But let me be funny enough so you can say it publicly because that helped my business to move forward. You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate the love on the Instagram and the DM. I appreciate that. But can you show me some love out there in the public? Come on the show so you can show them people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So that's how I look when it comes to stuff like that. So look, him again. My original argument is you didn't sell more than this Bible. Stop the line. And I think that you need to open up your marketing Bible and learning how to market yourself. And I'm learning how to market Wiley. It's a lot of work because I don't know a lot. And so I'm trying my best. and I'm posting so much on social media, the more I can. And I want to say thank you to the people that are hearing it. But you didn't sell more than this Bible. You didn't do that. You just need to stop that. You didn't sell more in this Bible at all. Stop that. They said she need to sue. But no. They said, I just want to personally say that when it comes to the plastic surgery, that's a conversation. And Kim, because Nicki even saying it, that I regret doing the surgeries. I regret it's bad for your health. They're finally being honest. But Kim is mother in this, and she need to talk about the effects of the surgery and stuff like that, because it's bad for your health. It is bad for your health. And I think that people need to have that type of conversation. And, it was an awesome conversation that could be had if Kim just admit that I had a problem. I did all these surgeries from the pressure of society, and I regret it. Because she regretted, because Nicki regret those surgeries. It's a regret because you felt pressure of society about other men and blah, blah, blah. And now you regret it because your health. You ain't that healthy when you do all that surgery. You're not. It affects your body. It does. Okay? It affects your body. So I'm just keeping it real. They said Kim said she realized more, she relates more to the Hispanic woman, and that's why she looks the way she does. She should write a book about her plastic surgery. I hope that this in the thing here. We open up the phone lines and let y'all call in, but I just wanted to get y'all thoughts. I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that. But I see y'all in the chat. I'm seeing my producers in here, and I'm also seeing y'all in here showing love in here. I hope y'all coming in and liking this video. Please do on the video, because my birthday was yesterday, and I'm still entertaining y'all today. You can still give your birthday money right now if you're in the building. Now it's only 70 likes. Look at y'all, 70 likes. Come on, like this video. Y'all need to do more like it. If you like the Wiley Show, like the video. Okay. Let's do that right now. All right. Come on, somebody. Thank you so very much. Just go on and click. Let me remind you, when you like the video, say I liked it. Whoa, I think I didn't waste some of the time. I'm trying to talk in through all. So glad it ain't hot. Okay. And then waist down. I'm trying to talk to y'all and drink my coffee. So when you like the video, type I like it. Okay. When you like the video, say I like it. I want y'all to write there. When you like that video, I need you to type in the chat I liked it. Come on, somebody. All right. When you like the video, say I like it. Let's see it. Let's see it right then and there. We got one. Okay, come on. All right. Say I like it. Because y'all have me on here talking, won't even like it, but let me remind you, we need some likes. Okay? Nicki is very focused. You could see it because she felt that pressure. Okay? Somebody said Ben like it. Oh, yes. Say you like it. Come on, type in here. All right? Because we need the likes. It help us. It help us out a lot. Jay, you like it. Thank you, Facebook family. I see y'all in the building. Facebook family, I see you in the building. Facebook, if you're listening, say I like it. I see Kadero. I see you in here. I like it. Okay. There you go. Hey. All right. Okay, we got some Lil Kim fans. Type Lil Kim in the building. If you're a fan of Lil Kim, type her name. If you're a fan of Lil Kim, type her name. If you're a fan of Nicki Minaj, type her name. I want to see if y'all listening. That's what I'm telling y'all to type something. Okay, if you're a fan of Lil Kim, type Lil Kim name in the chat. If you're a fan of Nicki Minaj, type Nicki Minaj name in the chat. If you're a fan of Lil Kim, type her name. 6 said happy birthday. Thank you. Type her name. Okay, type her name. You're a fan of Nicki, type Nicki in the chat. If you're a fan of Lil Kim, type Lil Kim in the chat. If you're a fan of Lil Kim, type her in the chat. You're a fan of Nicki Minaj, type her in the chat. I want to see you in there. Come up out the bushes and type her in the chat. If you're a fan of Nicki, type her in the chat. I don't care if you're a fan of Nicki Minaj before she had the big butt or a fan of Lil Kim before she looked like Yunyan China. Type it in the chat. Lil Kim or Nicki. Come on in here. Lil Kim or Nicki. Type it in the chat. Whoever you're a fan of, whatever you're a fan of, type it in the chat. Lil Kim or Nicki. I don't care if you're a fan of her before she looked like Yunyan China or the Lil Kim now. Type it in the chat. Tell me who you find. They said, "Oh, okay." Type it in the chat. Lil Kim or Nicki Minaj. I need to see it in the chat. I need to see it in the chat. Type it in the chat right then and there. Type it in the chat. I just want to hear it or who you like in this instance. Lil Kim or Nicki. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm seeing new people I never seen before in the chat. So that'll let me know you are listening. Because some of y'all be afraid to type in the chat. Over here is number love over here. We have the greatest chat ever. You better type in the chat because we still going live. Some of y'all, people that y'all love, don't go live no more. They ain't banded y'all. They got Hollywood on y'all. They just give y'all a pre-recorded, meaning I don't want to see you live. Just look at my pre-recorded. I'm making my money and I'm gonna pre-record it. And we still live with y'all. Amen. We still showing up live and unedited, unfiltered, live. You can type it into it right now. We live right now. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. I said type Lil Kim or Nicki Minaj in the chat. Somebody said Lil Kim, Cardi B, and Doja. They didn't even listen to directions. They had to add somebody in that we didn't even act for. I said Lil Kim or Cardi. Okay. I'll type it. I said Lil Kim or Nicki. Type it in the chat. But nevertheless, they gonna do what they gonna do. Now we gonna move on from that, and then we gonna open up the phone lines when y'all want to call in. We open up the phone lines. We definitely got to give y'all an update of James. Came out and he talked about how he was attacked by well, he didn't really talk about it. He talked about y'all should see my face, and his face was according to the friends of Tamar, her team, that Chrisean did attack James and hit him and attacked him. And somebody posted in the chat, James is too big to let a woman beat him up. But my thing is, he held his peace. James is a Christian, right? James is a Christian. He loved the Lord. He believed in turn of the cheek. He's unproblematic. And they wanted him to hit her. Like, why did he didn't fight back? No. What the question is, why did Chrisean think it was okay? Now, Tamar still have not released a statement about the situation and everything like that. And I pray that James is still getting paid to do shows because he was attacked. And James, brother, you are a Christian, right? I know you are, and you love the Lord. But listen to me, brother. You need to sue. Let your attorneys do the work. You need to sue Chrisean. You need to sue her civilly to pay your medical expenses, and then they can pay back the money that you're missing for doing shows. You need to do that. Don't be weak. I understand that. Whatever it is, and if Tamar is your friend, she should be encouraging you to do that. Do it secretly. You ain't got to go live and talk about it. Let your lawyers do the talking, and you need to sue her because it's you now. You at home recovering, can't go live because the pieces of meat, and that's a lot of meat on your face that's hanging down, and all that that's a lot of stitches. That's a lot of stitches. You have to get the heavy duty stitches, and I know it's a lot of stitches to reach down in that flesh to sew it back together. That's a lot of sewing, right? Because you're not no little sunflower. You're a whole lot of man. So I know it's gonna take a lot of stitches to get that face back together. So you need to be filing the paperwork with a law team, with Mr. Goldberg or Lisa and Roman law office. You need to be doing that right now and showing it, because again, you have to recover. It's a lot of recovery that you have to go through. Your business that you are a singer, and it's hard to be on stage when you all stitched up. Do you hear me? So you need to sue her. Charges need to be brought, and you need to sue her civilly, right? You need to sue her civilly, right? You definitely do, because it wasn't right for what she did. Because she need to be taught a lesson that you just can't go out hitting folks with that ring and everything. Like, I understand that, brother. You need to sue her, and that's how you get it back. You don't need to go live and talk about it. That you can give it to the blogs or whatever, let them do to talk about, because they're gonna find it anyway once you file it and everything. Because it was a part of a video that Chrisean was interrupting the background singers of Tamar, right? So I'm looking at the video, and Chrisean was touched on one of the background singers and was touching all up on her. And she pulled back, hey, don't touch me. Like, wait, don't touch. You could tell her, you don't do that. She need to be sued. Like, you don't just go up and touch people. Keep your filthy, nasty, disgusting hands off of me. You don't sit there and try to touch me. Them filthy hands. Nasty, disgusting hands. You just gonna reach up and touch me. You need to get a rebuke. And she better be glad it wasn't me. I'm like, hey, don't you touch me. Give me my holy oil. And let me get this demon out of her. Touching on people. You need to repent. Well, I'm touching my job. I'm supposed to sit there and sing, and you grabbing on filthy, nasty hands. And you, that background singer, you make sure you get tested. Having her touch. You don't know what them hands been. The way how she be licking on Blueface be licking on the Mexican woman, and they be licking on each other and going back licking on that. Then Blueface get his thing licked by a man and get it all up his rectum, and then go back and give it to his first baby mama, then go back and give it to Chrisean, and then go back to another man that he meet on the down low, and then you putting your lips all on it. Then she got that dirty, filthy hospital bracelet, and you just grabbing and touching on people. You too filthy to be touching on folks. You too nasty to be doing that. Sit down with your drunk self. She shouldn't be even there. She out of order, just touching on people. I didn't like that. And I'm standing up for James because I feel like we discarding his what he went through. We don't like, no, that brother is a victim. That woman put her filthy hands on him. And she need to be arrested. I wish I can take out a full-page ad with the New York Times, with the LA Times, and she should be arrested. I lock that toothless woman up. Lock her up immediately. She don't need to be walking around free. She need to be learned a lesson. 3 hots in a cot, because, again, she broke the law when she physically attacked an unarmed brother. She had on big old thick rings on each of her fingers. All that bacteria, a Blueface, fluids, all on her hands and fingers. You know she playing up there in Blueface hole. So having all that all on James, all that filth. I know he got to take all type of I know he got to take medication. And what do they call that? What do they call that when you don't get an infection? I know he got to take some of them pills. What do they call that? That you have to give you so you don't catch an infection. They give you what? What do they call that? People, help me out. How to give that? And they give it all that because you have to give that antibiotics. Thank you. Have to get that antibiotic, all that filthiness. Just touching on people. And she talking about, I don't understand. I'm supposed to perform. You didn't supposed to perform. They put in the text. You was invited as a guest, not to perform. There ain't no contract. Ain't no perform. No. You out of order. And she need to be banned from anybody that do show. Don't bring her. She want to fight folks. That's wrong. That ain't right. And I hope that Tamar says something. Or helping James behind the scenes, encouraging that brother to sue. She should be arrested, honestly. In my humble opinion. But Before it was just bad. She interrupted Tony Braxton. Tony Braxton taking pictures with the fans. He go Chrisean just all in the picture, just interrupted, and Tony just gave her a look like, heifer, if you don't, like she was just taking over. Like even Tamar Braxton was up there just singing. And here go Chrisean, drunk, touching all up on Tamar, having a microphone, filthy, dirty, stinking up that microphone. You got Tamar just up there singing, and you see this drunk on the stage. Where was the security? Where were the people escort this heifer off the stage? She's out of order. This woman singing, hitting them notes, and you see all that filth. Touching all on Tamar. She trying to interrupt. Where's the security at? How in the world she's still on that stage? She performed. We don't want to go see. She out of order. That's what I don't like. Should have had me as security. I'd have my taser ready. I would have or sprayed her with soap and water. Get off this stage. That's what I don't like. And kick her out. I would have submerged her with a bucket of soap and water. I didn't like that because she was out of order. And I know Tamar was trying to keep it nice and everything, but your security should have thrown that. That wouldn't have happened at no Tony Braxton concert. Unbreak my that woman, that toolers, what she'd have been escorted out about it. She wouldn't even ever got on the stage. That wouldn't have happened at a Tony Braxton concert, a toothless woman interrupting Tony, unbreak my heart. And this toothless woman just up there trying to interrupt, touching all up on people. No, we don't want to come see that. We want to come see some good singing. We don't want to see no toothless woman. We don't want to see that. We want to see that. We'll watch Juice. We sitting here, we paid our money, we got a babysitter, we want to hear some good singing. We don't want to see a stinking person up on that stage. We don't want to see that. With stinking hospital bracelets. I know she got rashes all on that wrist. That's the part that I don't like. Because she was out of order. That's not cute. That's nasty and filthy. There's a time and place to be ratchet, and that wasn't the time and the place. We there to celebrate 10 years of love and war. We are not there to celebrate a woman with a missing tooth and a filthy body. We ain't there to celebrate that, and I'm sorry. And I hope that Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, that is in the community, that is part of the LGBT community, they need to make an open letter and say that we don't stand for the wicked and demonic behavior of that foolish woman for her attacking James. We demand that she pay for James' hospital bills. We demand that she pay for his grocery bill. We demand that she pay for his recovery. We would demand that she pay for all of it. Because what she's doing, she's out of order. And where's the TS Master? All these so-called leaders in the community, they silent. That's the time for y'all to be out there protesting and saying she's out of order. Where's the lady from Until Freedom? Where's she at? Where's Tamika Mallory? That lady out of order attacking folk. You said nothing. Don't you supposed to be an activist? Or should it, or you would have said something if it was a white police officer, then you would have protested. She is evil. And where's the activist people? Where's the Sean Kings? Or we just gonna wait until it's a white police officer doing that? Then we gonna sing "We Shall Ever Come"? Her behavior is evil, and she need to be canceled, and she need to be in timeout for that wicked behavior that she did to James, and it's wrong, and it's not right, and she gonna do it to the wrong person, and it may not turn out right for her. Nobody have said anything. I didn't see nothing. Like, whatever. But soon as a police officer do something, then that's when we got to say something. But her behavior is evil. She wrong. That wasn't right. And it's sad that James embarrassed because he can't really say nothing. Because number one, he know I'm big. I can't really say nothing because they say I'm weak. You know, he's in a tough spot. And all these people, and that's when you know who your real friends are. That's when you know. All these people say they real good friends. No, you're not. I want to see where my statement at. Like Tamar, she needs to write a statement and say, I totally disagree with what that woman did, and she was wrong. And I publicly want to apologize to my friend and also my employee that worked with this tour. James Rice, I want to apologize for what she did. I totally speak against of that. She needs to write a letter, but that's silent and not saying nothing. I just, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I just, that to me, that's why, James, you while you recovering, I hope, brother, you understand who your real friends are. Because the people that you really think is your friend ain't really your friend. I hope you really, and you know, understand that who really your real friend. While you recovering, they stitching you up, you know who your real friends are. Because what that woman did to you was completely wrong. It was evil. It was sinful, unethical. It was demonic for what she did, and it was wrong. Because if the roles were reversed, if somebody was giving her a 3-piece biscuit and she had to get recovered and get hospital bracelets on her left arm, it will be outrage in the community. We need to have that same outrage for what she did to James Wright Chanel. That brother needed an apology, and he needs financial support from that woman, right? And also from Tamar, because Tamar and she need to be. And if I were James, I've been skipping. I would sue Tamar and also sue her for the lack of security. Because why in the world has she's able to go backstage with all these people? Because she did that. Because I understand, you know how you get people to do stuff. They got an audience and they doing something because they got people to egg her on. She doing it for her people. It's trying to show off. And I think he needs to sue the company, Tamar, all of them need to be sued because they all should be sued. Because where was the security? How is she able to do this? This is crazy. This is really crazy. It ain't right. But it ain't right. And that's why I'm speaking about it on this show. Because it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And so I hope that James, that he have a complete recovery. And I really hope so. And that's what I believe. And I'm done about that. Because I said what I said. So I don't know if y'all want me to call. I don't know if y'all want to call in. Because like the rumors was he shouldn't have said nothing. And that warned that person to get hit because they was explaining a situation, explaining, saying, hey, you wasn't performing. We didn't know, like explaining it. So he can't even do that. That's the sad part about it. 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 Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, do y'all want to open up the phone lines? Because I'm done. We talked about everything that we was going to talk about today, and I'm going to open up these phone lines for y'all to call in. Uh, for y'all to call in and give y'all thoughts. I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts. Hold on, is you cooking or something? You at work? Hello? Yeah, where you? Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I'm popping popcorn for my babies. You heard my microwave.
Oh, you say you popping popcorn for your baby. What's on your mind?
I think okay. Let me figure out how I want to say this because I definitely respect what you personally are saying about the Chrisean Rock and James thing. Because I listen to your commentary all the time, and you prefer you have certain biases, but even still, you'll come back on the right side of things when you know it's wrong, and you'll point it out. Okay, so without being insensitive to what happened to James, if that happened, let me just say this. This is all I'm gonna say. Okay, we have Keke Palmer and what happened with her, what is it, baby dad within the last week, the details that we just found out.
Right.
This woman did not feel, we all can gather after we saw the footages with our own two eyes, not someone on Kiki's team coming out and saying, hey, you won't believe what she's been going through with her baby dad. Although I'm pretty sure her mom would have loved to have come out and say that. But because we live in a generation and we live in a world where the first thing people do is let me victim blame, especially a Black woman. Let me figure out a way to make sure this Black woman, number one, is unprotected. She looks like a liar and she looks crazy, right? So Kiki, knowing all of that, what did she do? She took the proper measurements and got it on recording because she knew that that type of backlash was waiting to make sure that she was looked at as this is a successful African American man. You were just at this Usher concert doing this, that, and the other. How dare you, you dirty, stinky Black woman. You know there is no protection for you. Come out and say this good God-fearing Black king did something to you. So what did she do? She said, well, let me make sure I have footage to bag me up. The only thing that I'm saying is that this guy was so ready to come out and this and that. And then I understand that James did a live, right? I'm like, well, show us your face, because I don't know any Black woman that could have come out and say that they got beat up at a show that has billions of cameras around. There will be footages around, because we see that all throughout, Jocelyn's career. Here, when she decides to clown at these public events, we know she's just a loose cannon waiting to happen. She doesn't care anything about the backlash and what we see. But I'm saying at a tour concert, there's going to be some type of camera. I'm like, okay, where is the camera? Because if this was just, unprotected Black woman, Instagram and Twitter right now will be filled and saying, oh, no, that didn't happen to her. She's not showing video footages. She did a live and she didn't show her face, and she's wanting us to believe her. She's lying on that good God-fearing Black man. I don't understand, and this is not towards you, because and I didn't hear you mention this person today, so I won't say their name, but I'm talking to them because I know that they looking at your channel because they like to act like they don't. But he is Mr. Pre-recorded videos that don't do the lives no more. You came out and you crucified Keke Palmer and made a way for this lady to be a demon when she is actually a victim. And because your disdain and whatever happened to you as a child, that you don't like Black women, it's getting sick over there with his commentary and demonic. And he has been reported. I have reported him because there was hate speech, what you did to that woman. And then because you're a part of the LGBTQ community, and you want to replace real women with your kind, any chance you get to make it seem like Black women somehow are jealous of men, and we think that y'all should be beat up because y'all LGBT, which is the furthest thing from the truth. You just have an obsession with natural born women. You don't like them. You want to replace them. And any chance you get to make it seem like a Black woman only interested in beating up on a man from the LGBTQ community, that's what you would do, and that's what you have done. If Chrisean Rock did do this with James, she should be held accountable by all means, the same way I feel about Jocelyn when she do all that. But you know what the difference is? If you go back and you look at that person's commentary, when we seen Jocelyn parade around the town and beat up 4 or 5 people in one night, high coked up, And then we see this thing with Chrisean. The commentary was different. You know why the commentary was different? Because there was just two ugly, black, ghetto, dirty women that was beating up on each other. They can unalive each other for our heat curls. But the moment you get to cause some type of division in your own, community against people who give birth to you, this is what you will do over there with that poisonous platform you have. And I cannot wait until it's taken down. I cannot wait because that is so sick. Now, again, I want to repeat this, Wally, because I don't think the comments that you made about Chrisean, you made them because you own some type of gravy train against the LGBT and natural born women. However, that person that I'm referencing, I do believe that.
Because my thing is, regardless of what it is wrong. And the reason why I think that James is not getting the sympathy is because of his lifestyle choices, and also throw that out the window is because of him being a plus size man. And this is why,
you know what, Wally, maybe I haven't seen what you've seen. Let me say this.
And this is why a lot of men don't say,
because I have seen him getting plenty of sympathy. The YouTubers that I watch. I'm
talking about people in the, when I say people in the industry, I'm talking about all the people that was giving Chrisean all of this love and like, oh, let's give her time. Tamika Mallory, let's give her time because she's a woman. Okay. But this behavior, what she doing? We need the elders telling her, baby, you out of order. Like, because attacking people, because if she don't stop, if she get pulled over by the cops, it's not going to end up well for her with this aggressiveness, with this anger. And if she don't really learn how to get her emotions under control when someone is disagreeing with her, she's not going to end up right, like in this world.
She's not going to end up right. You are 1,000% correct when you say that, Wally.
She got to be careful with that behavior because she feels like if someone questioned, like if
but notice all of the reckless things we have watched Chrisean do. Now, because it's against someone in the LGBT community, everybody wants to sit
with
down
Zeus.
And be serious.
I don't think
with her.
so.
She has exemplified the same behavior that Jocelyn is famous for.
A lot of
you know why nobody has
Zeus,
sat down and said
that's
this
on the
behavior
show.
is unacceptable.
That's
because
on the
it was
show.
Just a black woman beating up other black women.
I get you, but that's
all I'm saying.
But that's
I'm
on
not
the. But that's on. But no. But that's on the show.
Because we do our people know.
But that's on the show though, versus when you in real life. If I'm
but that wasn't a show when Jocelyn beat them people up behind at the Mayweather and Gotti fight. That wasn't a show. She did
but
that
you
on
also
her own.
see that she went to jail. She got arrested. Like she went to jail.
And we saw the footages.
And got arrested.
We saw the footages.
When it comes to
we don't see any other footages from what happened to James. We would love to see the footages. If it were a black woman, she would have to show about
in this situation.
She couldn't just come out and say, I got beat up and assaulted. She would have to actually come out and show those footages.
I understand, but one thing I can say,
why do you think Kiki didn't come out and tell nobody what was happening?
One thing I want to say about this.
They're not gonna believe it. She's not supposed to be protected, but we can just.
This is the
point. If it were for the black woman, then the black men, they need to come out. They need to show the footages. They need to show us their face.
Let me interject.
So we can see what happened. It doesn't work that way. When it's just you want to come out and say it, but then you don't.
Let me say this, ma'am. Let me interject this part. When the people came out and they said this, not James. When they said this is how she was acting and she attacked James, that's to me, I'm like, okay, let's question this more. And then when the footage come out and the evidence come out, I don't think they still will be on the side of James. He's at a lose situation. I don't think so.
Okay.
If he showed the damage of his face, if he showed the damage of his face, he didn't even. Hold on one second, ma'am. Hold on one second. If he showed the damage of his face, I don't think people. I don't know. I don't think people would believe it because number one, people don't like. People don't. Hold on. Let me say this part when it comes about men. Let me say this point about men. I just think people do not believe that men could be attacked. That men go through abusive situations. There is data that men get abused, but a lot of men don't report the abuse because they don't people
There is
they don't
data
care
that
about
women get
men.
abused.
They
They
don't
don't
really care
report it
about
because
men
nobody
abuse.
believes them.
They just don't.
It goes both
I
ways.
understand, but
That's
they
not
really don't
true.
care about
If we can
men
say it for
getting
one, we have to
attacked
say it for the
by
other. That is
women.
just
It's just
simply
that
not
they.
true.
It's just I believe that like they don't get the same type of right of how you do have some aggressive women that's abusive to men. That's like, and I believe that Chrisean is one of those women that do not know how to contain her behavior and her emotions. And if she don't stop, it ain't gonna end up pretty for her because she's gonna do it to the wrong one. And so I just hope that she get the help that she need. But Tamar, I feel that the lack of security and bringing Chrisean on there was crazy because you can tell that she was drunk. Just look at her behavior. Just look at the entire behavior of Chrisean. You can't tell me that this woman is just good in the head because she was just doing too much. When Tamar was singing, why was Chrisean on that stage doing all that crazy stuff? Like, come on. Like, something happened to James. And I personally, this is my personal belief. I believe James was attacked by Chrisean, and I believe that James should get some financial justice from Chrisean. And I think that everybody needs to call out Chrisean behavior, and that she needs to apologize and also pay for the hospital bills because he got to make money. He got to make money like everybody else, and it's hard to make money when you're recovering from an injury. Like, come on, like that's all I'm saying. That's all.
And I get it.
Point.
I
That's my
get
point
it.
when
I
comes to
get it. That's why I made it very clear that my comments is not towards you because I feel
no,
like
even if it's towards other, I don't care nothing about the other blogger because that's him.
But no,
Because that's
listen,
his
hold on.
opinion.
Let me tell you why I say that.
That's his opinion.
Because if we're gonna call Chrisean out, where is the commentary of us seeing Jocelyn beat people, assault people, worse than what Chrisean has done to James? And nobody never agrees that Jocelyn needs to pay these women and that she should be apprehended.
That's because I've said something about Jocelyn. Again, I can't speak for.
That's why I said I wasn't speaking to you.
Again, you're speaking, but the thing is, you're speaking about somebody else that's not going to call in and give you that engagement. They don't do that. So that's them. I didn't even listen to whatever that energy was because that's their opinion, and I can feel whatever. But in this case,
and while it's their opinion, it's a lot of opinion of people who are watching your show too.
Yeah,
because let's face it, his followers and listeners are over here.
I understand that, but my thing is he's not going to give you that energy though. But he's not going to give you that energy. He's not going to give you that energy.
Okay, well, I'm giving the energy because that's what I want to give. But what I'm saying is, if we're going to call Chrisean out and we need her to pay for the mistake. We need Jocelyn called out too, but Jocelyn not getting called out.
But Jocelyn have been called out on this show.
Other black women, the most opposite species in the universe. But the moment it started being in the LGBTQ community, then all bets are out. And I'm tired of this division that black women somehow think that we just supposed to beat up on black men. But I didn't see no outrage on nobody's channel saying that man Darius needs to pay Kiki for what he did to her in front of an innocent child.
He should be in jail.
They just went past and they rolled right past it and said 3 months and they was done with it. You know why? Because she's a black woman. She's undeserving of respect. She's undeserving of protection. But the moment
I got to put you on mute because you got to answer this question. Did you hear my commentary when I was giving my commentary on Keke Palmer? Because you're not understanding, like you're talking and you ain't let me finish the point. Because like, did you hear my commentary with Keke? Like you didn't hear my commentary about Keke. You're responding about what another blogger said, right? Calling to his show. See, that's the problem is. I'm gonna say this. Oh, Paul, I'm gonna drop this. It's like calling on this show, giving your grievances. This is not the HR department of the Armand Wiggins show. Because again, I want to say this. Because y'all be trying to give y'all grievances. This is not the HR department. I don't know what he said. I didn't care what he said, or I didn't even hear it. But again, this is not the HR department of the Armand Wiggins show. Okay? When he have a call-in show, you call in and you give your reasoning. But I believe that sister was more angry at his opinion, but baby, write him a letter. and hope he answered, because this is not the HR department for that particular show. Because again, I didn't even know he said that. I didn't know, and I just want to make sure that is accurate. But I'm not the HR department of the grievances. But what I will say is that James is a victim, and he deserved justice. And that's like my whole entire point. The whole point about Jocelyn, we called out Jocelyn. We called out Brother Darius. I said Darius should be in prison for what he did to Sister Kiki. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but she was more so angry about that brother commentary. And we love Armand, and he's our favorite, celebrity. But saying that to him, you go talk to him about that, because you're angry about him. You're on a whole different frequency about what he said. You call his show. You want me to give you the number? I give it to you right now. You call his show. I give it to you right now. You want the number? You give it. He ain't gonna answer. He gonna hang up on you. And so y'all be grateful for this show, because we allow you all to have your opinion. But don't try to bring your grievances on another show and all that type of stuff. You take that over there. Go on over there with that grievances. Go over there with that. And if he can't, because this is the thing I gotta say, y'all. Y'all say, oh, I don't like to hear what he did. Stop lying. I told y'all, stop with that lying spirit. Stop saying you don't like to listen because you listening. Stop like, if you really don't like what he preaching over there or teaching, you won't listen. So stop that lie. I got to tell you that right there today. Stop that lie. Don't come to me with all that type of stuff and blah, 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 because you're lying. Okay? And so, again, I can't change nobody's opinion. But I would also say, when it comes to Chrisean, she is one of the most evil women lately on social media, that she's doing things in real life. And that's because of, social media. That's because of all that. I get it. But you're going to allow social media to get you in real trouble. And you're going to wind up have to serve in time for that real trouble, of those consequences. Again, you're taking social media. You're taking Zeus. You believe them Zeus cameras is on you. Believe you shield. But you're going to do that to the wrong person. And it ain't going to turn out too great for Chrisean. Do you understand that? I believe that man was attacked, and we would have not heard anything about James, about this story. It was other people that was upset about the behavior that was displayed at Tamar's event, and that James was attacked. And then James came out, and he didn't show himself on camera, because who want to show himself of their face and like that? And so he came out. And so that's just how that was. And so hope we get pictures and we get evidence. And also Tamar, because they said Tamar was in the room. Someone actually said Tamar was in the room. I'm hearing reports. They said Tamar was actually in the room when it happened, in the dressing room, because it happened in her dressing room, not in front of the stage, not outside, in the dressing room. So I believe it's on Tamar, because number one, Tamar, a woman, she got celebrity status. And it is her event. What do Tamar have to say? And I just feel like it is sad to me that we still have not heard or a statement from Tamar. It was your event. I'm hearing that you were in the dressing room when Chrisean did this. So again, if that is true, why are you not saying anything? You did thank the person that put the event together. You thanking her. But why are you not addressing the situation is what I'm saying. Address the situation. So, and that's what I believe. I believe that. And so it is what it is. And so when the footages come out, then it still won't change the narrative, because women stand beside women. It is what it is. When the footages come out, they ain't gonna care about it. I think that James do need to show the pictures, but to the authorities, and press charges. And also he need to file a civil lawsuit, period. Because again, let me remind people, Tory Lanez was doing the same thing. He was hitting people, beating up men. And then one day that anger, because he never checked that anger. One day that anger, he pulled out that Glock, boom, boom, pow, hit that lady in her pinky toe. Ooh, hit on the pinky toe. That man is in prison. So if you don't learn how to channel that anger, it's going to put your hind part up there in the dirt or in somebody prison cell. So again, if you don't learn, women, men, whoever, if you don't learn how to control that anger, it ain't going to end up right for you, because Tory Lanez kept doing that, going out to people in boom, boom, boom. He did something, and that was it. And they got him. And now he's in prison right now, making fun of Megan Kuhn. So again, that's the piece that I want to know about that. Okay. And so yeah. Okay. And so, and then this is another thing people have to understand. Just because a person is being shady with their mouth, if they're not physically putting their hands on you, then you cannot put your hands on them. There's men that's been in an abusive relationship, like hitting women, and they would say, well, if she would have just shut up, I wouldn't have hit her. But she talking. If you don't like what you said, you get out the house. Just like Ike Turner, they act like, why did you hit Tina? Well, yeah, I said, and why are you so upset? And then, and I guess, and Tina Turner would say so, and he's like, he hit her. All because of how she talked. You disagree with that? So that you think that's okay for you to put hands on it? No. Just because a person is using words, that does not give you the excuse to throw hands. That does not give you the excuse to do that. If that person is not physically putting hands on you, then you should not physically put hands on that person. If they just giving you words, walk away. But once you start sitting there throwing hands, it's a problem and it's an issue. That's the issue that I don't like. I don't care what a person said in their mouth. You go in there and do all that, you in trouble, and you may will be facing some jail time. You got to be careful about the things that you do. And that's what I personally feel that Chrisean just need to check that behavior. Because again, we're going to hear this story again, and it ain't going to turn out right for Chrisean. Just keep watching. It ain't going to turn out right for her. Okay? And because I just really feel for that. And Tamar, I just really, really feel for that. Like, I just hope that Tamar do say, let me actually go to her Twitter. Maybe she said something, I missed it. Let me go to the Twitter because let me go to the Twitter account really quickly, you guys. And I want to see, did she say something on Twitter about this situation? And I personally, I'm almost there. All right. Okay. All right. That's what that person said. Okay. Let me go to, I'm going to Tamar Braxton Twitter and see, did she say something about the situation? Say something about the situation. Okay. Nope. Nothing. She didn't say anything about the situation as of right now. So we will get more information, you guys, more factual information about this case. I'm giving my personal opinion. I believe that Chrisean is guilty. All right. That's what I believe. All right. I believe that. Okay. Like the saying, that's what I personally believe. I believe she did something. I believe she did it. And that's like my whole entire thoughts about that. Is anybody else calling in? Hold on, let me get this other caller that called in really quickly. 972-674-90. What was the number? Okay, I got that. Oh, that's a new person. Okay, I thought that was the other person that called in. I think I have the number here, 972-674-9462. Hey, you live on the you live on the Wally Show. How are you?
Hey, yeah, I called in. I like what the lady said. She did hit on a lot of points, but I wanted to just touch on the female rappers, and I definitely wanted to talk about Lil Kim. I agree with you. She does need better management, but and the thing that she said that her book sold more than the Bible, she definitely needs to watch her mouth with that, because the last person that did something like that, it was the Titanic, and we see what happened to that boat. So she need to watch her mouth. That's a challenge to God, and he will not have it. Anyway, but I personally, I think all the ladies are good. I like Nicki Minaj. I do. Lil Kim is an icon. Cardi B, I like Cardi too. I think, like you said, you just hit the nail on the head. I really agree with you, because I know somebody in your comments mentioned that Cardi should do like a talk show or something. I think she would really be good, because she is like more of a character, but anyway, that's how I feel about that. In regards to, oh God, Chrisean, and I just don't think we got to stop like fighting each other, literally. Like it's like we're always forced to take sides. And in this case, it shouldn't even be like that. It's like, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right is right, wrong.
It doesn't matter if the person is gay, straight, but if somebody clearly does something wrong, just hold them accountable for it. Period. It's like every time I turn around, even with the Kiki situation, it's like, here we go again. It's divided. And I personally don't think it should be divided. I mean, that man abused her. Period. And with Kiki, she's like any other woman. It happens. And we have to get the courage to walk away. Period. I'm glad she's not with that man anymore. That's, at the end of the day, it shouldn't even be a debate that she's lying or whatever. And the same thing, I agree with, Chrisean was wrong. She shouldn't have hit that man in the face like that. It's wrong. It's just wrong. You can still like her, but what she did was wrong. So I just think it's ridiculous that we got to choose sides with these two brutal situations. It's like, for me, it's clear. They, again, Chrisean was wrong, and Kiki's boyfriend or fiance or husband, I don't know, is she married to him? Yeah, I think she's married to him.
No, she was
her husband.
That's just her son father. They were never married. They didn't get married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, baby daddy.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he was wrong.
And Kiki had her evidence because the courts, you really had to prove your case to get a protective order, and you have to prove your case definitely to get sole custody. Like, they don't just give that away like for free. Like, you have to prove that in family court. So with the evidence that she had was so convincing that they gave her sole custody. So, obviously, of course, like, she probably had like the video footage or something. I know they gave like the security, like the pictures of it. So obviously Kiki had to show that the evidence to prove that this man is doing this. And it's so sad.
And I think that's where the debate is.
Yeah.
I think that's where people are really getting the debate part, because some people feel that he should not be kept from his child. Some people are saying that she just set that up because she didn't want to pay child support or whatever.
Well, it was one man. It was one part of the story in the complaint. He was mad at Kiki, like, trying to get the baby back, and it was getting upset at the child. And for I'm paraphrasing, she says like a tug of war of the child.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, and then he hit her. He had Kiki. So obviously it's a danger. So from that, and you could be somebody's father, but if you abusive, you don't need to be around children. If you can't be around a woman, but you can't be around a child.
It shows his temperament. Yes, his temperament is bad.
Exactly.
And if you want to see your child so much, there needs to be supervision, and not his mama or
it needs to be
somebody he knows.
Yes, it needs to be about supervision. Absolutely, because he needs to show, like, he needs to go to anger management class, therapy. There's a lot of things he needs to go into. Like, it's crazy because that's not good behavior. Putting hands on a woman, like,
not
crazy.
At all.
That's abnormal. That's not normal.
That's what I'm saying. This case to me is so blatant. I don't even know why.
It's no debate. I just think it's so blatant because of social media, and a lot of people.
And again, I feel the same way about what's her name? Hitting. I always forget his name. The Patti LaBelle guy. Hitting him in the face. It's like, come on now, that's wrong.
Absolutely. They said they have all the footage. I just think, like, what people they want, because again, they don't know about court proceedings enough. Like, they're getting the pictures, like the videos, like the evidence. It's more stuff that's going to come out when the blog. They have to pay for that stuff to get all that stuff for that, and so it's very convincing of the courts. It was granted. There was granted restraining order, and not only that, sold custody. So again,
I was happy. I mean, everybody should be happy.
Everybody, like, you don't want that type of person in that type of thing. Like, that's crazy.
Not at all. Not at all.
You putting hands on. I remember it was a video of a woman, like, throwing her child in the hallway, and they caught it on the Ring camera. And they said, well, why would you do it? Oh, I was so upset and blah blah blah. But you saw the rage, and we would have never known if we didn't see it on that person camera right there.
That's right. I'm good for Kiki for having a camera.
It's
good for her.
It was good for her to have that.
Yep.
The thing about it, let's be clear, Kiki did everything, did the courts, filed everything, did everything the right way. And of
Yep.
course, she's a public figure. So anything that she do, the world
Yeah.
want to dissect it. So,
Yes.
they're going to post the information. They're going to post everything because she's a
Yeah, it's
celebrity.
just disgusting how
Yeah.
people were blaming her. And
Yeah.
it's like, and then if she didn't do anything, then they would have been blaming her. How could you stay in a bad situation
Yeah,
like
you
that?
crazy, you dumb.
And now
Yeah.
she left and she's still being blamed.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and then
people are
they got a
crazy.
video out with Steve Harvey saying she should have listened to Steve and got a billionaire. Like it ain't no billionaire man
Like billionaires don't do that.
that ain't right. So I just think like you don't know.
People are crazy.
You can get a average Joe that ain't got no money will whoop your tail, and you'll get somebody that's wealthy that will whoop your like you just don't know. It's hard to know until you.
Can I bring up somebody? Hello, Beats by Dre.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
he's wealthy.
He built a lot of
women. He put his hands. He beat up. What's her name? Michelle.
Hello.
Allegedly,
and he's according to the report,
okay,
her story, that's what she said.
So they need to stop that. Talking about rich people don't do it. Yes, they do. Crazy people do that, and it has nothing to do with their pockets.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you saying police officers have been caught up for doing that? Like, it's a lot that goes on with that, and I just pray. I'm glad that Kiki was able to get out of it, where she's live to tell the story, because there's a lot of women that did not get out of it.
No. And they got blamed for it, as they should, because it's like, even that, a lot of times they're afraid. There's so many scenarios. It's just quit blaming these women. Please stop. Unless you walked in Kiki's shoes, shut up. And she did the right thing. She got away from the guy, period. That's what we should all be happy, that she is away from an abusive guy, and the courts actually helped her and is keeping him away from her and the baby. Now he can go and get, like you said, take classes. You can visit your son, but it should be supervised. Maybe he'll get better, and then he can be able to be in his son's life. But until then, go sit down somewhere and go get some help. That's it. I just see it crystal clear. So I don't get the division of it. I really don't. But I know we live in a crazy world, so it's to be expected. And again, I mentioned Chrisean. Chrisean is just, I don't think she should. Some people say she knows who she can fool with and get away with it. And most people, I don't know the guy, but they're saying he's a very nice guy, very gentle guy. So that's why she, hit him in the face, because she knew she could get away with it. Yeah. Somebody else would have beat her down.
Yeah.
So maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. She was intoxicated. I don't really think Chrisean really waited. I think she was just off the chain, out of control, and she just hit him, and it's wrong. It's wrong.
It is wrong.
Has anybody seen this man's face?
No, we have not seen his face at all. And that's went up to him. I'm not going to try to push him to do it. For me, honestly, he needs to do what Kiki did, is go in and file the court paperwork, get the courts involved.
Yeah.
You won't win this argument in the court of public opinion. You just won't. But he will have a very convincing argument to fight for some civil thing, because you got to understand, he can't do shows until he can recover, because they said he had already missed out on some opportunities because of this situation. So, and also he's posting, like right now, care packages. He was posting information for his Cash App stuff, because again, he don't get paid. If he don't perform, he don't get paid.
Wow.
So
that's insane. And I mean, and then people are saying Tamar definitely has some responsibility with this, and she hasn't said anything.
Right. And Tamar, only thing that Tamar just said, maybe 4 hours ago, to Jane's video, she commented, quote, she said, "Love you beyond life." And someone commented there and said, "Please press charges. Don't let anyone press you to do otherwise. I'm so sorry this happened to you." Someone else commented and said, "What really happened, Tamar?" Another person commented that, "Who stepped in after he was assaulted, Tamar?" Tamar, we know, they said at Tamar, "You should have left that unbalanced ratchet boxer when she was at home. I know Tony was like, WTF." Somebody else said, "Tamar loves only Tamar. You left Troy to take the public heat for it all." Another person said, "Under that, facts. Tony Face said it all. She was mortified.
Look,
like
I gotta interrupt.
Dog to the concert."
Well, look, Tony ain't got nothing to do with this because Tony running around with a man that's snatching chains and stuff.
Yeah, they said
Okay,
Coco
so
Brown,
Tony
Honey
ain't,
Mama, she posted 2 hearts and heart emoji. My friend TT posted some hearts. Queen Love quote said, if Tamar or anyone else tried to convince you not to press charges, they're not your friend. Press charges on the ratchet report. You should. He should. Because
yeah, absolutely.
Because if you don't, you can possibly save her life for her. You know what I mean? Because you should, because she need a lesson. Like, this is not cool.
Right.
You need
Nope.
charge and a civil suit behind it, because this is wrong. This is wrong. All this,
that man did not deserve to be hit.
Yeah, nobody
does.
Right. Come on now, because if you keep doing
Period,
you're being emboldened to continue to do that behavior.
Yes, I agree. 1,000%. And I think he will.
Yeah,
I think he will.
Yeah, because I'm really looking. I'm really because I'm looking at, I'm looking in the comments, and then he also posted in the comments. He said, "God is." Of course, he's a very spiritual person. And then, wow, somebody posts in the comments. They said, "Quote: God is a lawyer in the courtroom."
Okay,
because
God is a God of vengeance.
The soul.
Yeah, I mean, people kill me with that. Like, oh, you're supposed to turn. God is a God of vengeance too. He doesn't play games. And he even says if you have a situation with somebody, you are to confront them. You have alt with your brother, go and confront them.
Right.
God is not stupid. He knows this person just assaulted. Now, he is a man, definitely. If he would have hit her back, then it would have been worse, right?
Yeah.
But he should use the law. That's what the law is for, cases like this. He was assaulted. He did not deserve
not
that.
only his face, they said he got a chip too. So that means he got to get some dental work.
Yeah.
So
he's going to have to pay medical bills, doctor bill, and then the big one, pain and suffering, and future pay. Because like you said, he can't perform now because he's hurt.
Absolutely.
He's losing money.
All that future, right? All that stuff, and then the public humiliation. Like, you gotta understand his character, like all that. Like, yeah.
That's that pain that goes under pain and suffering.
Yeah, you're right.
So he is going to get. He's going to get paid.
Absolutely.
Yes, and he deserves it.
He deserves.
And maybe that'll make her stop. Like, she needs to control herself, because the wrong person is not going to be good. She needs to stop. She's not on the Zoo show. That was somebody's concert. She messed up that girl's concert. It was horrible.
It did.
And messed up that guy's face. Yeah, it was bad. It wasn't good. Come on, y'all.
Because she
shouldn't even be no two sides.
This wasn't just her regular, like her hand. Like, she had rings on her.
Yeah, she had those big guns.
Big rings. Yeah.
God.
I'm just telling you.
Like, ooh, Lord.
It's wrong. It's wrong, man. It ain't right. It ain't right.
No, that's not. That's really a lot of pain.
Oh, yeah, you got to shut up. Don't keep your mouth, because they feel like it's okay to just because of their words. That's the case. It's sad because it's crazy. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I saw those rings.
I saw the ring. I'm like, oh, that could do a lot of damage. And you put
did a lot of damage.
You putting that on flesh. So, and that's skin. Like,
And then people are like, how come he didn't do anything? He probably was surprised.
He was
to
shocked.
Be honest.
Yeah,
he was
embarrassed.
In shock. And then imagine the blood. It's like, imagine how fast that might have happened.
Yeah.
And he didn't know how to react. He probably was like, oh my God, I can't believe that she just hit me.
Yeah.
Like, it took him probably a minute to realize what happened.
To really process,
that's horrible. Yeah. He's gonna have PTSD probably from that.
That's just something like, ooh, that's something.
Yeah, I definitely run her pockets dry, because she deserves that. I'm sorry, because that was wrong.
I agree on that. Thank you, man, for calling. Thank you, man, for calling.
Thank you, Wiley. Have a good one.
No, love you. Thank you. Wow. Bye-bye. Anybody else want to call? Thank you for that. Thank you. Anybody else? 972-674-9462. We did check. They're still following each other. I checked stuff on social media. You could just find them on social media. Tamar did reach out to James like 4 hours ago and posted something on there. Okay. Love y'all. All right, that was it. Don't forget. Thank you, everybody that have contributed to my birthday celebration. We will go to the car lot, I believe, tomorrow. we're gonna go tomorrow morning. So we will keep y'all updated on that. People have already contributed. Y'all did a lot last night. Thank you. And for those that some did it this morning as well. So you still want to bless us, you can. Cash App $ Marquise Wally 280 or WallyShow@gmail.com. Also the PayPal information as well is in the chat. Y'all have did it, and I thank you all for that. It was a beautiful celebration for my beautiful brother for coming through as well. I want to say congratulations to my beautiful addition to the family. I did get a phone call from my brother. His son was birthed on yesterday on November 11th, so he was born on my birthday. So congratulations to my brother. That's my oldest brother, and his son was born on my birthday, so we want to send him love and everything. Beautiful baby. He showed me the pictures today, and that's just an honor. So can't wait to get back home to see him. That's bitching. Thank you. That's such a beautiful thing. Beautiful show. They said thank you for the show. Congratulations. Thank you. Great show. Awesome show. We are committed of doing live shows, not pre-recorded shows. So in order to continue this movement going, we need your financial support. So that's why you see the commercials playing in the lives and everything. We have to make sure we are maximizing our income for that as well. If you're an author, you want me to review your book, we would do it for a fee. You can reach out to us at wallyshow@gmail.com. An author had already reached out to us. We just wait on the book and the pricing to bring them on. Because that's a good little revenue stream. Any sponsorships you want that you want to, any product or whatever that you want to promote on the Wiley Show, you can. And we will give you those prices, and you can just email me at willeyshow@gmail.com. Thank you all for that support. And y'all say congratulations. Love y'all. Went out for a beautiful little walk. It was a beautiful walk I went out for today on this healthy journey. Feel good. I don't know if we're gonna go back live because I think we talked about everything. And if I missed something, you can send me a DM because some of y'all kept it up going. Like I did talk about Kiki. I'm sorry, yeah, Kiki Palmer. We talked about that. We talked about Candy. We talked about, so we try to make sure we caught up. So if there's something that I miss, you can just text me or you can DM me and send me some stories if I miss something. But we thank everybody for coming through today and tuning in to the show. So thank you all so very much. There are a bunch of wolves in sheep clothing trying to be famous out of anyone that can get it from. Money is the root of okay. Thank you for the birthday wishes, and also it's my sister's birthday today as well. Hey, Sister Bree, her birthday is today. It's November 12th. Thank you. And then somebody else's birthday gonna be on the 19th, and we got a lot of this holiday season. All right, we will be back soon. They are trying to be okay, I understand. All right, I see y'all coming in the chat. Some new people I never seen before in here. Welcome, new people. Welcome, returning viewers. Let me get my closing remarks. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Don't forget to make sure y'all go get Brandy new Christmas album. Is good. Don't forget to go get the Clark sisters. One of the sisters, Jackie, got a new album out. It's auto-tuned out, but it's good. Make sure y'all go and get that album. It's called Jackie O. Is this, Jackie Clark Cullum. So it's out on iTunes. Chris Brown album is out. Make sure y'all go get that Chris Brown album. So it's a lot of music that is out. So make sure y'all go and support. I love music, love listening to music. And it's amazing. Well, thank y'all that stay in the bushes and came on out. Thank y'all so very much. I'm 33 years old, and I appreciate that. This is an honor. And woo, y'all were right about them car notes. Like, woo, like $300, $400. Like, what? Where's the $100, $195 car notes? Anyway, but nevertheless, we have to do it because our finances, Uber to Lyft, it's too much. We spending a lot of money on Uber to Lyft, and it's not good. So we have to get a car. All right. So we're gonna take our time, and I will keep you all updated on that on tomorrow, and we will let you all know. Thank you, and you all have a beautiful day. Talk to y'all later. Peace.